Sorry, I didn't realize it was like 3 minutes until the stream started and I still had to do my hair, eat something, and set up Twitter and Twitch and stuff like that. So I'm like, so. Hmm. All right, I ate something. Now we have to put that into my Fitness Pal so I don't forget that I ate something. Breakfast of Champions, piece of bread, and mellow yellow zero. Food, breakfast, bread, unslice. All right, we're all sorted. We can eat 1,060 more calories today. All right. Okay, and our banner's off cooldown now. Everything's coming up fade. All right. Oh, an invasion just started. No easy bloods. Sad day. Must buff. I don't want to get off my mount, or fall off my mount, I should say. Um, Get myself some tunes here. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Kind of hoping to be called to arms before I finish getting 100% on this tower, so then I can do that, then I'll come back and my banner will be off cooldown. It'll feel very efficient. I love feeling efficient. Ooh, I've sold out of all of my Hungry Magister. I think that must be the one that takes the gem chips. I've been selling a lot of gem chips since the patch. I love it. That's unnecessary. I used to have Hand of Freedom on one of those OPI rings, or OP, however you prefer to pronounce it. And I keep like always opening it to see if, because I presume it's still gonna be there. But no. I am in combat with a mystery mob. Oh, it's even, whatever it is, it's even missing me somehow. Oh, it's this tiny little fox. What are you doing, little fox? What are you doing? How did I end up getting in combat with that thing without actually damaging it? Poor little baby. I'm gonna keep it alive. It's got gumption. I like it. Still 4 minutes on that. So we'll do some gold making in the middle of our PvP zone. ABC. Always be crafting. Make spike. And barracuda. I'm out of snails. I will have to go back to town for those. Just put out all my little crafting emporium out here. Let's see here. So then we can deposit our food materials. And what's up, guy? It's just like, why is this person just chilling on the top of the tower with all this stuff? Got work to do. That's what I'm doing. Gotta keep an eye out for any horde players, though. That would be a little bit unfortunate. I guess I just wait now. If I run a heroic, I'll immediately be called to arms to say exit it. I'm sure of it. Oh, the styling hat. Let's get rid of that. 1 minute, 40 seconds. Worth it for that extra 45 honor. Oh my, someone's buying all my Sorcerer's Fire, which I didn't even know I was selling. Wonderful. Okay. Should be soon. 30 seconds. I'd start the combat, but I would worry that someone would come up and, like, help me and make it, howdy Mooksy, and make it go too fast, and then I wouldn't have time for my banner to keep cooling down. Eight, 7, 6. Oh, see, it's a good thing I didn't use it on that guy. All right, next go. Now we wait. Oh, did I fly out of the zone? Yes, I did. It's like, oh no, the quest ended. So might as well drop my banner. It lasts a while. It lasts like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, even longer. Who needs consecrate? What do they think I am, some sort of prop paladin? Alright. So that's done. So now the only thing Fade has to do is a random heroic. So, actually, I think she still has to do one more minor invasion point. She does. So we'll do that while we wait to be called to arms. Unless someone who happens to be in the chat plays on not Argidon, US Alliance and wants to go on a random heroic. Like, I'll go with other people or I'll go call to arms, but I won't go by myself if I'm not getting a bag, you know? $12 gold on volatile fire over on the other monitor. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that actually, it just occurred to me that means the invasion is in the same place as the emissary cache today. That's actually going to be fast to do on alts. I might do that. Last night, my guild did alt and Taurus. They were just like, you know, a couple people were pugging it, and they're like, oh, well, you know, people, oh, I'd go for that. I'd go for that. So they got quite a few alts in there. And unfortunately, none of my alts are geared enough for it. My alt, like, my highest item level alt is my Death Knight, who's at 905, I think. So I'm trying to, like, I want to pick an alt and take it a bit more seriously. You made a stream, Anarch Runner, mellow yellow all around. Welcome. But I need to pick an alt and make it, like, my main alt that could theoretically be around for alt and Taurus and stuff like that. And I don't know which one I want to do. I want it to be a hybrid, whatever it is. The Death Knight has typically been my second alt, but it's like plate-wearing tank with off-spec DPS. It's not that different, not too exciting, you know? But at the same time, that means I don't have to learn extra jobs. Like, that's the appeal of being a tank, is I just have to learn the tank job. But it's like, this might be a time to branch out and, like, do my monk or something like that. And she could tank, heal, or DPS as necessary, so. I haven't really learned to tank on it, though. Howdy, Sephorium. I should probably do either the monk or the druid so that I can whatever I choose, it's like, it'll be like, oh no, we don't have enough healers, I can do that. Oh, we don't have enough tanks, I can do that. Oh, got kicked out of the horde area. I noticed last night how much I invested in the cooking market last night when I was shuffling mats into feasts. So which like, I actually haven't been making feasts this expansion, not because they're not profitable, because I can't keep track of which ones people actually want. So, like, I mean, I'm sure if I did 10 seconds of research, I could figure it out, but I can't be bothered to do research into gold making. But no, for reals though, like which feast do people typically want nowadays? I make tons off the individual foods. I love cooking, so it's like I should probably just do feasts already. Lavish Suramar, the big buff food. Okay. Nope, not engineering. Let's engineer a feast, shall we? Okay. Yeah, I remember selling some of these. So apparently it's 642 gold profit on my server. I'll add that to my cooking. Cooking. Where you at? Okay. Cool. Okay. And let's get rid of all of those AP items. So Fade finally got item level 75 in her weapon. So, and did all the crucible stuff. So now I get to start putting stuff into my ret weapon more. I hadn't realized that because of when I was PvPing, I just randomly put stuff into whatever weapon I had equipped, that somehow my holy weapon actually pulled ahead of my ret weapon. So trying to remedy that. All right. Just enough to get another trait that I'm probably not going to go spend right away. Woohoo, more concordance. I don't even think I'm at a level that's going to give me any more netherlight crucible stuff either. Okay, so we're going to go out to Argus and do one more invasion point to finish that quest up. And then we'll probably swap to all the alts and do all their crafting for the day. Why am I going to the flight path? Howdy, Karaza Skull. How are you this fine Sunday morning? Nothing much up on this end. Oh, I also have to send on liquidate. I have to come out here and send out all of my trillium for my living steel for the day. Let's do that before I forget, because sometimes I do and then I kick myself. All right. Is there any? Guess I'll do this one and do Venorn at the same time. Invasion time to run the alts through, absolutely. I keep thinking I really need to boost my next alt, whichever one it's gonna be. I need to do it sometime soonish so I can take advantage of all these invasions. But then I think, oh, but I should, like, I'm still, like I kind of mentioned, trying to figure out which alt I want to focus on to have my, like, as my rating alt. So I feel like once I figure that out, I should probably actually be gearing that. At least up to like 930. At least. I think Venorn's down in here. Yep. For some reason, the jump skill isn't working for me. Oh, it's because I'm trying to target too close. Usually that doesn't actually happen to me. Usually I can target pretty damn close. I just love, like, plate so much. I'm just sitting here thinking about what I would... I've never seen a worm tongue cache of minerals. Anyways, I'm still trying to think of what alt I want to choose, and I'm like, The Death Knight or the Warrior, probably. And it's like, I'm just so hooked on plate. But I really like the not Mistweaver, the Windwalker, like, feel to it. I don't know how well they perform, but I really like the feel of it, so I'm kind of tempted on that. But then I'd have to be DPS. I mean, obviously I have other options, but I would main DPS, and that's not really something I think we need a lot of. My birthday was this week, and I have a better... Oh, well, happy birthday, and happy better sleep schedule. Let's see here. All right. No, doing this portal will not give me enough shards for another try at the vendor, sadly. Nowadays I'm just trying for like a really nice Arcano crystal. I think that's kind of where everyone's at right now. Oh, this is a click on. Some of the portals are click on, some of them are walk through, and I just sometimes just stand there and wonder why I'm not being ported. All right, where are we at? We are at Arnor. Oh, whoops, I just walked right past the last temporal anomaly, and they're on the last part, so we're just gonna hang out by the door, because I hate getting stuck in these. Oh, let's find out what was in that worm tongue cache of minerals. I mean, ostensibly, of course, it was going to be ore. I just didn't know how much. It's okay. Come on, people. Finish it up. Don't have all day for you guys to do my work for me. There you go. Hard work done. How do I always mount when I actually just want to go back to the boat? Boats and ships are always going to be, like, synonymous for me. Am I in combat with something? Or I'm just lagging out. I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully I'm not, like, disconnecting altogether. Okay, good. There we go. Does it matter which version of the ship I go to? Let's find out. Apparently it does. That actually surprises me. Okay, fine. This is the Razer Kraken 7.1 or something like that. I got it back when I thought a lot of my audio problems were caused by my headset. I've since realized that they were not, but I like the headset well enough I just kept it. When I probably actually could have kept my previous one. It's my excuse to have gotten a better headset, I guess. Vendor to vendor my crap. Go. And actually, I do think that I have something to spend on my ret weapon here. Okay, I need to return to my list that tells me how to pick these. I forget what it is. Oh, and they can both lead to Wrath the Ashbringer, so yes, I do need to figure out which one's bestest. Help me, Wowhead. Netherlight. There we go. Shadowbind. Ooh, they're basically equal. And I know I'm going to be going for Wrath of the Ashbringer. So it doesn't really- oh no, this is tough. I'm sure that one of them like wins out a little bit and it's just not telling me in this guide. So I'm going to go with the one that the numbers look bigger. Garrison's, doing the garrison, yeah, so I'm trying to finish my garrison. Since I didn't play in Warlords of Draenor, I haven't been, like, I still have, like, I want heirloom rings. That's the only reason I'm even doing, which is weird, because I don't really play my alts, especially, like, I don't level them from low level, I just boost them to 100. But, still, I just want heirloom rings, and that apparently involves doing the shipyard, and, so I've been doing them in that regard, but I haven't been, like, seriously working at it. One of these days when when it's hitting that end of expansion slump and I have literally nothing to do, I'm gonna end up I'm doing all of Warlords of Draenor, because I still can't fly out there and stuff too. I just need to catch up. I always think the portal to Dalaran's back there, but it's not. It's down here. Okay, we're gonna do one more cancel and then repost over on the other monitor, and then we'll know if Fade needs to. Oh, and we have all these new feasts to craft too. That sounded kind of a beast to craft. But I just got really excited about the feasts. I couldn't help it. Oh, geez. I only woke up like an hour ago, so I'm still like kind of waking up. I took a shower and stuff, but I'm just not. It's a Sunday morning, you know what I mean? Okay. So I know I need bacon, which I have some of on the auction house that I can pull off. Buy bacon. Because I just got it. Oh yeah, and I remember needing a lot of stone dark snails. Are feast crafted one at a time? I don't like that. Three slices of bacon for one feast? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's probable, but oh man, that sucks. Okay, I need stone dark snails. That explains why because I originally, very early on, I had been crafting feasts. And I had all the the lower foods in my bank, and I was like, what? Later on, I went back and I'm like, why do I have all this crappy mid-level food? And that's why. That's why. Yeah, I know. That's the yeah, I know for the takes money to make money. That's like, yeah, I know you love me. But how do you is that Fen 4000 or Fennec? Could be either. Who knows? It's a mystery. We'll never know unless, Fennec says so. Slash Fen 4K says so. Okay. So since I haven't been making feasts, I also haven't been collecting the materials for the feast, so we might have to go do some serious shopping here. Or I make everything else that I need to. Okay. I might not bother making all 100 of them right now. But Liquidate's doing a post scan, that's why I'm just kind of waiting. Definitely going to need some more muskin butter. Probably need some more of that eventually, if not soon. All right. We'll just make like some, see how it sells, so I can see how quickly it moves on my server. And lay blood is my lay blood. Ooh. Oof. What happened to lay blood? Let's see here. Lay blood. And I also need to send over the bacon. I think I'll buy a little bit more bacon as well. If my bags will open to allow me to search for bacon. Guess I'll have to start doing my cooking daily every day too, or world quest. I guess it's not a daily. Not called dailies anymore, guys. Sorry to disappoint you, Fen 4K or Fennec, but I'm rather happy where I am. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fire. Oh yeah, because it's 3 bacon per, not 1 bacon per. I only was able to make 3 of these. Well, I've got alts. Okay, so we're just gonna keep Fade's bags like this right now. And a little bit of a mess, but it'll remind me to not, it'll remind me what I was trying to do when I pop on her again. So she's going to log off, but Liquidate has work to do now because she has got a new item coming in, because I don't think she's ever sold Lavish Suramar Feasts. What's my cooking operation? Okay, yeah, that will not work. Actually, hold on, let me revisit that. Auctioning. Delicacies. Delicacies, post. There we go. All right. I'm like, I can get more for that. Finchick, gotcha. Let's see here. Okay, so I need to make a new group for this feast. That definitely needs a larger normal price. No, not that one. This one. Okay, override. No, let's not match stack size. Post cap 200. Stack size. What do you guys think for stack size for feast? I think for now, obviously, since I've only made 3, we're gonna do stacks of 1. But I think later I'll do a a 20, a 5, and a 1 group. 10% crafting. Maximum price. 800% crafting. 500% crafting. Post at maximum, post at normal. Actually, ignore auctions below minimum. There we go. Bump that up to 950% crafting. Why not? Let's go crazy. And this one to 600% crafting. All right. I only have one more can of this when I'm done, so I have to go to the store today. I have some Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's just not the same. Oh, I guess I better make a shopping list for bacon now, too. So now I actually need it. Bacon. Shopping. I'm willing to pay, right now, 50 gold for bacon. Probably lower that later on. And, bacon seems like one that I'm going to be able to, like, stock up on certain days super cheap, and on other days it's going to dry up. Similar to Infernal Brimstone and stuff. So, okay, so there's bacon, which is going to be on, not Darkmoon, Fair Fade, just Fade. And, oh yeah. Crafting materials. Meat. Okay, that's not good. No wonder I'm running low on lay blood. I don't have a shopping list for it. Do these things all have their own little shopping? They do. That's unnecessary. I was setting stuff up weird back in the day. So why isn't that in a group? Right, well, first we have to fix that. This thing needs to be in a group. There we go. And, okay, so close down that, and I don't need that open, or that, or that, or that. Okay. No, not auctioning. Shopping. Trying to think of how I want to search for my cooking materials. Okay. What's the thing I type? TSM sources. All right. 95%. Okay, that'll work. Including sniper searches. Okay. And now, honestly, all of these things can just be moved back to their parent group. But I don't know how to... Aha, I know how to do it. Management, keep items in parent group. Management, keep items in parent group. There we go. Make it a little bit more streamlined here. Pardon me. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete my wildfowl eggs altogether out of this group because God knows I get way too many of those nowadays. I will never run out of wildfowl eggs. Okay, but I do need to add lay blood. I hadn't realized that that was not in this group. And barracuda. Got a lot of stuff that actually needs to be added in here. And salmon's already in there. Silver mackerel. I don't remember if there's anything else she would be missing. I don't, if there is, I'll find it when I'm crafting and suddenly don't have something. So, all right, let's try out our new shopping list, see what happens. In the meantime, we can come over here and make word of intellect. As part of my trying to be better at my alts, I was trying to learn DPS on this character last night, and I just, it ain't gonna happen. I have problems. Make my living steel. All right, so we can see that my shopping list for cooking may need to be a little bit lowered on some of these things. So what we're actually going to do is make it excuse me. No, shopping. Call it, bring that down to 80. Back over here. Oh, we're just gonna make Arcana. That's not that interesting. So back over here. We're gonna try and make Arcana. I don't know why it stopped. There we go. All right. Excellent. I was gonna say someone bought 1 demon steel stirrups. That means they're probably gonna buy more. Oh, only 2? Usually people buy 5. Oh well. I was gonna say Fade's got plenty of koi since that's how she levels her. That's how she levels her fishing pole. Alright, should be good on ribs for a while. Always need more fatty bear steak, always. Never get enough fatty bear steak. Got 240 barracuda, I think I'm okay there. Alright, there we go. Back over here. Oh, I'm running low on chaos crystals. Hadn't even noticed. Chaos. Alright. I'll buy a stack of 88 and 5 stacks of 5 and 54 stacks of 1. And then I should be good for a while. And we actually need to queue up. For some reason, the only one that I've ever actually bothered to set up that I can do gathering on the other account is my Tomes of Illusion. So, but it's very useful for that. Gather, mix, and start gathering. See if I've got everything I need. I more than likely need to send over an additional 5 Maelstrom crystals for Shatter. Let's send that over, see what she might still be missing. Oh, someone's sending me Chaos Crystals COD. Very nice. I approve. And someone's buying my Obliterum. What a great day to be alive. Okay. I've been generating massive amounts of Obliterum, so when it actually is selling, that makes me very happy. So I'm missing some Eternal Water and Greater Cosmic Essences, which I can get from Shattering Abyss Crystals. Oh, I thought water was the cheap one. What is this madness? Oh, well, I'll just trade Chaos Crystal, or trade Frozen Orbs for it. No way I'm paying that much. And, oh yeah, Abyss Crystals. Okay. So now we can shatter 5 of these. No, not that. And then presumably I'll be able to get enough essence out of these. Good. We're running. We're doing. I was gonna say we're doing pretty good on essence so far. Oh. Oh, now I just need the water. Okay. And we'll switch to Fade for that because she's exalted. So we'll pop onto Fade's loading screen, and then I'm gonna go get another soda. Efficiency. Be right back. All right, didn't beat the loading screen did not beat me. Okay. Oh, I left my cooking hat on. How horrendous. Okay. How many frozen orbs do I already have in stock that I've been buying for cheapy cheaps? 11. I've actually been meaning to go out here and get a few more Eternals anyway, because I've been selling them. So this is good. This is good. I'll get more than I need. The North Rend. All right, everyone stop. We're going to stop and say hi to Liquidate. Hi, Liquidate. My baby. She keeps this whole operation going. And back to Old Dalaran. Howdy, Carcazoa. How are you doing this fine Sunday? Oh, it's still morning for 7 more minutes. At least here it is. All right, let's see here. So I need to find you. Let's get 89 of the, yeah, 89. That'll give me 100. Is that military time? Does that mean it's like almost 6 p.m.? I can't tell if it's that or just really precise temperature measurements. Okay, so this is what I actually, so I need 4 for mixing, and I'm going to send those off right now before I forget. All right, and now, that's good. So yeah, so almost 6 p.m. All right, I got it. I translated military time. Usually my Mondays, I don't do anything. Like I don't have classes on Mondays. So usually I'm like, whatever, but I have to go to this stupid orientation thing tomorrow for my public health placement. So it's like, so I'm going to have to get up before noon. That's terrible. And I always like complain about that. Even though I always get up before noon, I get up at like 9 a.m. at the latest. But still, just the fact that I have to, as opposed to it being a choice, like, that's what gets me. I don't like being told what to do. Okay, back to mixing. I have to get up at 5 on the days I have classes. So I try and like, so then on the days I don't have classes, I'll get up at like 6:30 usually. But then on the weekends, I can usually stretch to 8. Unless I stay up way too late and then I just pass out. I want to make sure that these are in a shopping, or that these have a shopping thing attached to it. So it would be enchants. Sorry, not elements. not enchants, elements. Kata. That would be a wrath. Water. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it does not have one. So. Mats. I'm gonna consider it very similar to Eternal Fire. Because it is. It's almost exactly the same thing. Except it's elementally the opposite. But from pricing standpoint, it's pretty much the same thing. So 3:30 in the morning. I think I'd rather just sleep more than bow before you, if that's all right. All right. Now. I didn't check to see if Fade was being called to arms, but I doubt she would be. You know, speaking of Mac tech support, for like for all I've heard about, Macs are great because they just work right out of the box. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to know how to use stuff. A lot of people I know who have Macs don't understand how to use their Mac at all. They're like, I don't know how to set this up. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. And they're help me. And I'm like, you don't have computers. I'm like, I don't know Macs. Why would I ever want to learn how to use a Mac? So. But apparently they're not as intuitive as some might claim. Okay. And we're looking for stuff that Liquidate can have. It's good. Okay. Oh, looks like I sold an enchant though. Glad I noticed before I switched. I need to make another Legion Herbalism. Herbalism. That's true. I can totally get on board with the whole people just being dumb. Like, actually, I ran into that. Like, that's kind of the thing is, like, I've noticed, and I noticed this a lot when I was a TA, so I had to deal with a lot of people's questions, is a lot of people, they don't, like, think, can I answer this question myself with a little bit of thought put into it? Or, is the answer right in front of my face? Or, is the answer in the instructions for this assignment? It's like, everyone, rather than try and find the answer for themselves, they'll just ask, which is like, obviously, you know, I support, you know, there's I agree that there's no stupid questions as long as you've done what you can to answer it yourself first. Because it's one thing to go to an expert and ask, it's like, you know, I'm really interested in, I don't know, the pentose pathway. So you go and ask a biochemist about the pentose pathway, and you learn all about that, and that's great. But there's another thing that it's like, I don't know how to check my email. And it's like, well, did you try Googling how to check your email? So, anyways. Yeah, exactly, Trilo. That's the thing. It's like most questions that, especially that my students would ask, is like, you can answer this yourself with like 2 seconds. Usually I try and be nice about it, but I'm sure that I come off at least a little bit like, not irritated, but like a little bit condescending of like, so I'm trying to think of an example, but it's been so long. But basically it's like, you can walk people through the process and make sure that they know that it is answerable by themselves. And then they always look really admonished. And it's like, and you hope that they'll learn to actually think for themselves. And then they don't. They come back the next day, and it's like, I don't know how to do this. It's actually really common in like weight loss subreddits and stuff like that too. Of like, we'll have an FAQ that says literally what to do, and like people will come in and be like, but will you, you know, it's like, but these are my stats. Tell me the answers for me. And it's like, go do the math. And but I need it for me. And it's like, yeah, they're variables. You put your number into the variable, and they just. People are lazy and they want customized answers because they think for some reason it's going to make it better, even if it's the exact same damn answer they'd get. if they did the math themselves. They want that special treatment, that special little personal touch. Okay. Since we're just prospecting Fell Slate. Not that, I mean, this monitor isn't that much more interesting, but at least things are moving on it, so. Let's see here. Elements. Element. Think for themselves, not the same thing. A form of question. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Carcazoa, but like the thing is, yeah, it's one thing to be like, huh, I wonder if, or what do you think about, versus I haven't read the assignment's instructions. How do I do this? And it's like, yeah, because I definitely agree with you. It's like sometimes you can say a question without actually like relying on someone to answer it. Yeah, I think I understand that that's what you mean, anyways. Because I think out loud all the time, obviously. And I mean, granted, it's not like I sit here and talk to myself when I'm not streaming, but still, I'm prone to thinking or to talking out or thinking out loud. That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah. Has anyone figured out a vendor floor price for Fell Slate and Laystone yet? I'd be interested. See, this is exactly what we're talking about. Is I ask a question out loud, and now I'm gonna go Google it to see if I can find out. Vendor sell price, vendor floor price, Fell Slate, and if not, we might be able to figure it out if enough stats exist. Okay, doesn't look like it. Let's see prospect rates. $5,000 Fell Slate prospecting results. That looks useful. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, so I have the data I'm going to need to answer this question. I'm not actually, oh, it's from Lazy Gold Maker, so he's awesome. You guys should check him out. He does lots of really good number stuff. But anyway, so I found a post on WoW Economy with his numbers. I'm going to figure this out off stream because like logicking my way through math takes me a little while. I'm not super great at it, so I don't want to do that on stream because I'll feel really stupid. But we're going to figure that out later. Open up a spreadsheet. Like I literally have to like write everything and like this means this means this, but I can eventually make like I had to I was told that I could probably get extra time on math tests from the Student Disability Center because of how bad I am with such things, but but you have to like pay to be you have to pay a fairly significant amount of money to be trying to think of the word. I can't think of it now. Assessed. I'm like acquired. I was like, that's not right. To be assessed for that. So, and I don't want to do that. So I just kind of sucked it up because my other thought was, you know, when I'm out in the field, I'm not going to be able to be like, excuse me, I have a math disability. I need special accommodations. They're going to expect me to do the work. So I just kind of forced myself to work through it. We're almost done with our Fell Slate here. Got a fair amount of Pandemonite there. Should I send Wargallo another 12 stacks of gem chips? He said I sent him too many, and I kind of just want to send him 12 stacks a day, just until he says stop. Because this is just my Fell Slate prospecting. I have another character who prospects the Imperium. True story. Let's see here. Let's see here. Good point. I just like, I don't know. I guess I hold myself to a standard, which is, I mean, it's a stupid thing, but I always kind of hold myself to a standard of like, if other people can do it, I should be able to do it too. And if I can't do it, then I don't deserve to pass class. And that's a me thing. I'm not trying to make any statements about anyone else who needs any accommodations for tests. Like, you do you. But for me, it's like, I want to be able to do it the same way everyone else would be able to do it. And I've done well enough in all of my courses to get where I am now. So going okay, I guess. All right. Let's see, how many I have 57 bloods on this character. I think it might be time to make some Saber's Eyes. I almost never make Saber's Eyes, so this character might not even, I was gonna say this character might not even be able to make Saber's Eyes. I usually make them on my Death Knight. I think it's just a pattern or a short quest to get it though. Let's see here. Guess we'll cut a gem too. I should really do this quest more often. I mean, it's just a free gem and I get some order hall resources from it. Since I have my little follower equipped with order hall resource items. Oh, there it is. Maybe. There we go. Can you screw that up? Can you get anything other than a blue gem? I feel like you can't. You'd have to be like really bad at it. All right, Saber's Eye. There we go. So now we are going to send over Something is Amiss. I don't understand what's happening. I resubbed which took a while to show up. Oh. Hooray. Thank you for the resub. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. I was like looking on both of my characters. I'm like, has he done some sort of buff that caused me to have a star? What's happening? Yeah, let's hear. I'll find out what's going on with the alert. Because I noticed it wasn't going for followers. Thank you. And yeah, I'll find out what's going on with the alerts because I miss those little alerts too. And it keeps me on track for, not that we've had a giveaway in a long time, but someday we'll have another giveaway and it keeps me on track for, yeah, it didn't show up in chat either, so maybe it's just, maybe it's just Twitch lag or something, yeah. Okay, oh yeah, so I need to send over from Liquidate, I need to send over some Infernal Brimstone. Let's see here, how many fell, okay, so we'll send over this, and I don't know, I haven't actually looked at where my bottleneck's gonna be on these as far as which gem I'm probably Pendemonite, let's be honest here, but we'll find out. Kendron. All right. That should be enough to make at least 30 saber's eyes, which should be good, I think. You have, yeah, I have drums. Sorry, I did not see your message there. Hold on just a moment. Okay, there's my drums. All right. I was gonna say that's a warlock, but that's not the warlock I'm looking for. There we go. All right, so um okay. I was cutting gems. That's what I was doing. Let's see here. I can make 37. So actually, I had enough gems. I had enough to make 46. But oh well, this is good. Okay. I don't want to waste all of my bloods on this character because I need them to make the inscription relics, but they're my slowest moving relics. I think they move so slow because my prices are too high. But then every once in a while I'll get a price at that, or I'll get a sale at that really high price, and I'm like, whatever. I'd rather have the I like seeing 30,000 gold for a relic. But I know that if I lowered them to like maybe 14,000, I'd probably get more sales. But then I'd have to get more bloods, and it's like I'd rather this way I can keep the bloods for Saber's Eyes, and still every once in a while I get one of those 32,000 gold sales on relics. Do you mind if I ask a few questions you've probably been asked? Go for it. I love talking about gold. I mean, I guess I'm presuming they're about gold. The other ones would be, are you a 13-year-old boy? Yeah. Why do you look like a lesbian? Um, Can I have gold? So those are the other questions that aren't about gold making that I get asked a lot. But yeah, so go right ahead. I just bought these from a vendor. I'm like, oh, I got patterns. Yes, that's what happens when you right click on a vendor that has patterns. Okay, let's see here. A saber's eyes. Do 8 of these. Let's do 8 of these. 5 of these. I'm gonna start queuing these as a crafting thing. I just came back to WoW after being on a hiatus since the end of Pandaria. That's when I left and I came back in Legion as well. So I missed the whole TSM thing, and I know I need that. But what other quality of life add-ons would you recommend? So TSM has actually been around a lot longer than just Warlords of Draenor. But yeah, so Other than TSM, which is the big one, like it kind of depends on how far away from gold making you want to go with the quality of life kind of thing. I like to use Auctionator as well. Here, I'll go over to the auction house really quick. TSM can technically do everything Auctionator can do, but I feel like Auctionator is a lot like if I was curious about drums of the drums of the mountain, it's like I can search for them like this, and that's great. But you'll see like it kind of, I don't know. I just like the auction when I'm doing a really quick search. I like to check out the Auctionator version instead because it makes it easier for me to visualize the stats that I actually want to know here. So yeah, so I like Auctionator, if that's what I was getting at. I use Postal, though I use TSM mailing to actually get and send mail, but I still have Postal installed because it seems to be the thing that's going to autofill. Like if I wanted to, oh, here, I guess you can, oh, I can't really easily move that away. Anyways, oh no, now it's going to be off kilter. Oh no, I'll fix that later. But anyways, it'll autofill your like alts names and stuff when you're sending mail, which is nice to just quickly send stuff off here and there. I use Bagnon, which is what combines all of my bags into one bag like this. There are a lot of other add-ons that do it as well, but I've always been pleased with Bagnon. Bank Stack to keep my banks sorted. Honestly, if you can learn TSM, you can do everything you need to do with gold making. Everything's just nice. I use OPI or OP, depending on how I like it, which I just use for general stuff, like so it pulls up my yak and stuff like that. But it's nice to keep your professions sorted there. I think that's honestly about it. Oh, and it's not an add-on, but there is a resource program called CKS, Consortium Key Sender. You can just Google Consortium Key Sender and find it, and I highly recommend it. It's not an in-game add-on, but basically what it does is when you have to take an action, which is why it's not a bot, but you have to take an action at your computer, but basically every time you move your mouse or hit a key or something like that, it can send a key to a WoW window, similar to how multi-boxing add-ons work, or add-ons and stuff work, is it's, you know, if you hit a key on this screen, it'll go to that screen. But basically it allows you to, you know, set up something to prospect and then go do homework or something, and it'll prospect while you're moving your mouse. So that's probably the biggest quality of life thing other than TSM itself that I would recommend. Okay, so let's make sure that we've got our Saber's Eyes in the group now. Crafting. There you are. Do I have a 5-time no minimum? Good. Exactly what I wanted. Oh no. Oh, those are just normal Saber's Eyes. I'm like, oh no, I cut 16 of one. That's all right. Everything's fine, everyone. And I need to do a mailing list for that as well. Mailing. Liquidate. And then I'm going to pop 9 of these into the bank. I have no idea what... Okay, good. Thank you, Solidity. I have no idea why... Tie your mouse to your cat's tail instead of... I wonder what... So that last message, tie your mouse to your cat's tail instead of CKS. Like... That was blocked for some reason. The automod blocked it. Solidity's there. Hey, Solidity, I didn't see you say anything, but what's up? You're watching out for me. You're watching out for me. Always there. Always looking out for us. But okay, there it is. I wonder what it thought was bad about that. Okay, second question. Is doing old content still more viable as a gold-making focus? If so, is it dependent on a certain character class? When I left out, I basically just had a rogue main I have had forever. So that's a great question. Obviously, the main thing that's going to come out of old world content is going to be transmog gear. I know that just because I wanted stuff for Fade, I was doing AQ 20 and 40 one day, and I got an Exalted breastplate off of trash, and it sold for like 63,000 gold. So it's like, yes, you can make gold with that. However, that's not really something that I typically do a lot. I know that other people do that though. And I imagine there are people who are like really big on that scene. I don't know who they are. The only person who comes to mind is Reckles that want to buy gold. I know that if he's not one of those people, he knows who those people are. So I recommend making sure you follow him. I think he's at Ryan Eccles, I think. Old Twitter. I'm getting it for you guys. Yeah, it's okay. So he's got 2 Twitters. I have to figure out which one's the right one. He actually he was at BlizzCon and he asked a gold making related Q&A thing at the Q&A. So okay, so it's not want to buy gold. It's this one. Okay, so here it comes in chat. That guy. So he might know of more people who do the whole like farming old content for gold, because I know people do it. And other streamers, like they do like loot appraiser challenges where they like, I have no idea how it actually works, but from what I understand, it's like they'll all run a dungeon for like an hour or something and see who gets the most gold value of items or something like that. So I'm sure that they would be able to help you out a lot. What I can say is, yes, there are people who pay for everything they do just with old world content. I know 2 people in my guild now, because Killrock's in the guild now, but Inflicted, who's here in chat, and then Carrie Theory, they both make sulfur and hammers and sell them as like one of their main gold making things. So theoretically running molten core often enough to get sulfur and ingots makes them gold. So I don't know who that is, and I hope that they're not hideous. But so no one's never told me that. I hope that they look okay, whoever that is. Okay. Now. No, I don't do any farming at all. I get all my mats from the auction house. Yeah, so I will virtually never farm. The only reason I have any farming professions is to generate blood if I need to. I think Reckles makes such a gold on bad WoW jokes. I love it. So actually, I'll just bring you guys over to Liquidate real quick. So I mentioned this. So back in the day, when I first got started in gold making, it was mid Wrath of the Lich King, maybe a little bit late Wrath of the Lich King, and I was going inscription only. Like I was only making gold through inscription. Glyphs were very different back then, granted. But that's because that's what I'd been told makes gold. So I was only doing inscription. But that allowed me to make enough gold, especially once Glyphmas happened, which was this big event where people were like making millions of gold in a day. And that's back when like the gold cap was 200,000 gold, 214,000. So like that was a big deal, like the biggest of days. Fond memories. Oh man, that day. The prep, like, it was, like, so much fun. Just the prep leading up to that week in, like, the gold-making community. And then it would happen, and everyone's just, like, going crazy. It's like, I can't keep the auction house stocked up. But, so I made so much gold from that, and I'd had quite a bit of gold beforehand as well. But basically, that gave me enough capital to basically never have to farm anything anymore. The only time I ever go out and farm is if it's, like, a really niche item that I need. Like, for the Essence of Water, which I use for making enchanting books. Every once in a while, I can't pick up enough. So what I do to get my materials is everything I have, TSM, is set up in a shopping list. So I have this whole thing is just crafting materials right here, and it's pretty big. And basically anything that I craft regularly with is in a shopping list. And I've set up every list with how much I want to pay for a given item. So Dreamleaf, I will pay 12 gold. Leylite shards, I don't think I have a shopping list because I don't buy those. I shuffle for them. But Ghost Iron bars, I'll pay 8 gold a piece. I know that one off the top of my head. Stormscale, Stonehide, and Shaldry Selk are all 6 gold a piece. Kipwright's 1 gold a piece. Sarnite bar, 8 gold a piece. True Iron ore, 1 gold a piece. So stuff like that. So then all of those are set up in a list. So once or twice, actually more than once or twice a day nowadays, but regularly throughout the day, I just go to my auction house and do a search. And so this is searching for all of those items that I would craft with that are priced underneath that threshold I've set. So then I ostensibly would buy out everything that pops up in the search. However, because I know how regularly I use stuff versus how much I have versus, yeah, if times are tough, I'm willing to pay up to that price. But lean shanks have been under 1 gold for like ages, and I have tons of them. So I'm not actually going to buy that stuff. But this kind of helps me. So, but the elemental air, on the other hand, that's a little bit more like I use those to make true silver transformers, which are used to make the tranquil mechanical yeti. So I need a few of those on hand, but I don't need tons. But you can sell true silver transformers themselves, and they move slowly, but they don't. But they do sell for quite a bit because they're such a niche item. So stonehide leather, though, we're looking at 5 gold. So we're gonna buy out all of that. That's the one. Those are the 3 things that I will literally always buy if they pop up on the search: is stonehide leather, Shaldrai silk, and storm scale, because I shuffle for them to get my enchanting mats. So they're basically all free gold. You'll be able to. You can, if you want to get into gold making, Trico. We'll be happy to get you started. I love talking about gold making. Okay, so I guess at this rate, now that I'm prospecting so much, I can start crafting a few more of these to get more epics. I'll do that later because that's going to be boring. That looks good. All right. Anything that he needs to do? No. Or keep my bags organized. I hate it when my bags are a mess. Orange, yellow. Can't even imagine what Ellis' bags must look like. How does he function? I don't understand. And I can say that because I found another picture of a llama last night, and a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, but just know that I'm safe. I'm safe. That's all you need to know. Let's see here. Welcome back from cleaning, Anarch Runner. Yes, I have a lot of learning. Just don't be on the same server as Fade when you do it. I've been reading a bit about it and watching a couple of gold making streamers. What would you recommend to start gold farming? The moment I hear farming, I'm like, oh, but farming is a good spot, or a good spot to start, a good starting point. That's probably a good way to say it. So what I need to know from you, Trico, is, hey Days, what I need to know from you, Trico, is what resources you have. Like, what characters do you have, and what are their professions? Are those professions maxed? And what do you enjoy doing? And then I'll tell you what I'd do. But while you answer that and Walter Simicus logs in, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. I am back. And I accidentally hit my microphone volume change, so hopefully I didn't get too much louder or quieter. Okay, we'll stay there. Well, who were you on Argent Dawn Horde? Not that I played much on Horde, but I did have a couple characters over there. Probably wouldn't have known you though. But if you see Inflicted played Horde and still does, so he's in this chat sometimes. Not right now though. I'm lonely. Sad day. Yeah, it kind of depends on what Trico's like got, because there's no reason to start with farming if you've already got a lot of professions and you just haven't been using them. But if you don't have a lot of professions, then yeah, farming might be a good way to get. But if you happen to have very profitable professions, as the few that you have, then yeah, so it's like yeah, there's nothing wrong with cooking and farming for sure in the get-go, but there might be other options as well. Okay. This character does not craft the stuff with bloods. I do that on the monk. Paladin with 400 alchemy, 450 herbalism, 8. So is that all you have, Trico? Okay. I also have a mage with 800 tailoring and enchant and 713 enchant. So that actually puts you in a really good spot. The paladin, you want to get that alchemy up there to do potions and flasks, and you can farm with herbalism to get the materials as necessary to do that. But with regard to that mage, make sure that if you haven't already gotten it, you're keeping an eye out for the rank 3 imbued not imbued silkweave, just the normal silkweave bracers pattern. Because actually, so that's actually what this character exists for. This character is a tailor specifically for silkweave bracers. So silkweave bracers. So they take 9 silk and 1 vendor item, and you can disenchant them into a leylight shard, or which obviously then you can use enchanting to turn into 3 arcana if you need to. So basically, it's a way to get really cheap enchanting mats. So, like I mentioned, the shopping list. Like, look into setting up a shopping list, or since you're early and you're not doing a whole bunch of different items, you could just do it manually. Just look for figure out what a normal price for your leylight shards are on your auction house, and use that to figure out how much you want to pay per piece of cloth, and just buy up all the cloth you can under that price point every day, and craft bracers, disenchant them, and use the enchanting mats to sell profitable enchants, keeping in mind that something that's profitable for other people, or something that's not profitable for other people, might be profitable for you because you're shuffling for your mats while they might not be. And then and you can also sell the mats themselves as profit dictates. This is the character I'm considering for my main alt. Silkweave Bracers rank 3. That is correct. It just increases. The higher rank you can get of that, the higher your profit margins will be. So shuffling, I'm gonna post a video. You don't have to watch it now, but it breaks down. Let's see, half price, leylight, shards, and arcana. So you don't have to watch this now, but but this basically explains exactly what I'm talking about, and it's me explaining it. So I love it. I really agree with the person who made this video. But so basically, shuffling is a term generally used to cover when you When you take raw materials and through using multiple professions, you turn them into something that at the end of the day increases your profit significantly, as opposed to if you were to just buy mats and craft with them. So in this case, it refers to both, and in the video I cover both leatherworking and tailoring, but it covers basically buying the leather and the cloth for the different bracers, crafting the bracers, disenchanting the bracers immediately. Don't even bother trying to sell them. I mean, have some on the auction house, like one of each kind of a thing. But so disenchanting them, and then you can either sell the mats, or you can do what I do, and that's craft. And I mean, I sell the mats too, but craft enchants with them. So shuffling basically involves shuffling that ore into enchanting, into enchant scrolls. All right, what are we doing gem-wise over here? Argolite, light speen. Any crowns? Yes, 2 crowns. Wow, okay. Well, then I'm going to send over a lot of gems, just in case. All right. Guess I can prospect some while I wait for the... I don't want to do all of it, though. Let's do 15. Need more light speen, that's what I need. Always need more light speen. Light speen. Did I send those gems to Mixin or something? Oh, I sent it to Thrasymachus, damn it. I think I did anyway. We'll give her like 1 more second for the mail to come in. Yeah, I sent that stuff to Thrasymachus. Oopsie. I actually needed to get back onto Thrasymachus, though. Old making seems like economics class. Ugh, so much math. I mean, the great thing is TSM will do most of the math for you. It's just like, rather than having to do the math, you only need to do the logic side of it. So it's not too tough once you get used to it. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, the type of gold making I do anyways, it's probably not true for all gold making, but to me, the type of, I mean, like, really it comes down to just understanding the concepts of supply and demand, and like where, and I don't, that sounds really simple, like, of course, duh, but basically what I mean is where supply comes from in the game, which I'm not that good at this expansion, which is kind of why I haven't been super vocal on like gold guides and stuff like that. But like, for example, so I don't know if this is still the case. Once again, like I said, I'm not doing too great on staying up on the news this expansion, but early in the expansion at least, and it might still be the case, when Death Knights would use Wraith Walk, which is essentially their only sprint, which is of course important because of Mythic Plus wanting to go fast. When they would use that sprint, it basically causes them to just float as though you were levitating, and you could get stuck on things, like stuck on like barrels and stuff like that, which obviously was not what you wanted at the time. There was there's a glyph called Glyph of Wraith Walk that causes you to walk instead of float, so it would keep that from happening. And so understanding that there is a need for this glyph shows you that, hey, I need to make more of this glyph than I would make other glyphs, and I could charge a higher price for it than a Glyph of the Doe, which is the ugliest thing in the history of ever. So it's like that kind of thing of really WoW gold making, in my opinion, is learn to use the add-on, TSM, learn to use an add-on, and then just understand what players want and why. It's like have more drums and potions up for the mage tower when the mage tower's about to pop. Sell your gems and enchants on Tuesdays, stuff like that. It's just really simple concepts of when do people want what, you know? All right. She doesn't have the gems in her mail, which means I must have sent them to Clicks and just not waited long enough. Or they're just out in the ether somewhere. Should be a fun adventure to find them. But we're just finished. Oh, I noticed that I did not. I got something I need to do on this character. I need to make a chest piece, cloth chest piece. There it is. Yep. Good. I don't have to go to the loom. I hate going to the loom. All right, let's hope that Clicks has those gems. Otherwise, I sent like 70,000 gold worth of gems to some stranger. I'm sure she's got him, though. It's pretty hard for me to send gold to a stranger, or send stuff to a stranger. I agree with Anarch Runner there. Gold making WoW is a practice of social science and consumerism more than anything. I like it. Well put. My alerts aren't working, but I just noticed that my follower count has gone up. Like on my little countdown to followers until next giveaway has gone up. We're now 5 followers away from a giveaway, so thank you to whoever followed. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a little shout out since my alert is not working properly. Okay. All right, Clicks. All right. So now I really am not sure where those gems ended up. Which worries me. Where might they have ended up? I mean, it's really just a matter of logging into all my characters. Oh, it's working? Awesome. That's good to know. Thanks for the gems. Oh, there we go. And thank you, Trico. Trico's helping us test it out. All right, we're going to log into each character from the top to bottom and find out where the hell these gems ended up, because that was a lot of gems and I'd like them back, please. Please, Blizzard. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of going to be irritating if I can't find them. Plus, Fade needs to make more stirrups and stuff like that. There's crafting to be done. 4 followers from a giveaway. Mail from Liquidate? Mail from Liquidate! Not for Fade! The mystery continues. Playing on roleplay servers is always interesting. The hunters who have their little random emotes for their pets. Alright, well, let's make some Demon Steel stirrups. I've actually, like, to my knowledge, I've never sent something to the wrong character before. So I'm like, how did this happen? Yeah. Yeah, what's his name? Arcanist Thaumaturge is gonna be like, hey, dumbass, you sent these to the wrong people and send it back to me. I have a cooking fire. There it is. Okay, so. Okay, so not Fade. Next we'll check Mixin. Mixin's the next one that if I'm like, if I sent it to the wrong character, I feel like it was probably Mixin. Let's see what she's got. I think I saw a screenshot or something of someone showing how much gold they made all time. Where can I find this? So there are two things you might be talking about. One of them is in TSM, one of them is in the game stats. I'll show you actually. So Liquidate's online. So if you hit Y, this if it's the game one. If you go hit Y, you start out on the achievements pane, and if you go to statistics, there's a character. You hit character, and then there's wealth. And then there's like total gold acquired, average gold earned per day, gold looted, gold from quest rewards, etc., etc. Most gold ever owned at a time, stuff like that. So that might be what you're talking about, or you could be thinking of like a TSM accounting feature, which only works for that stuff that accounting saw. So it's not quite as good. But if you go into TSM and then accounting and then but then it like looks at the character. So it's like when you look at, but then you can go for a guild in the last 30 days. I'm getting up there. So you could do, look at me. Oh no, it's so bad. Let's see here. But then if you were to look at like Liquidate goes up and down constantly because of the buying and selling that she does. So let's see how she's done in the past 3 days. Yeah, that's Liquidate for you. Anyways, so it's one of those. Mail from Liquidate? Ah, found him. Sorry. Oh, you guys didn't see him, but I found him. Mixin had them the whole time. Mixin, and the reason I was like, if it's anyone, it's gonna be Mixin, is because I actually mix up these characters a lot. Mixin, huh? But because, so obviously Clix and Mixin have kind of similar sounding names, but that's kind of, I mean, I also have Wixen, Trixton, Rixen. I used to have Blixton, but that's on another server. But anyway, so I got quite a few. And so there's that, but also they're my female night elf with a ponytail, dual wielding, or tank alt. So, and they're both my enchanters too. So I'm not surprised that I mixed those guys up. Oh, we're being called to arms. Might go do that real quick. If I'm still being called to arms by the time I log on to Fade. Plus, I just noticed that I sold a bunch of Nightborn Delicacy Platter, so all the more reason to get back on Fade. Gotta do that cooking. I like that you guys can't hear my music, so I can just like blast it and not worry about making you guys like deaf. Hmm. I need to make a dungeon playlist that's just for doing dungeons. Well, I was going to do it as a call to arms, but now guildies are gonna go, and I'll go with guildies before I go with randoms. I don't like strangers. Stranger danger, guys. Stranger danger. I have no idea what I'm sorting into spots, but at least now they're all in contiguous spots. That's right. We're gonna have part of this WoW stream that's actually me playing WoW, not just crafting shit and losing my mail. Fate, like I've been doing so much with cooking this expansion that I actually even made myself a refrigerator. That's irritating. The fact that the cooked foods can't go into a reagent bag, even though they are specifically used in recipes, irritates me. That's actually why I made the cooking bag, actually, now that I think about it. We need our AoE set. Here we go. Do you guys watch Vikings? You guys should watch Vikings on the History Channel. The new season started, like, Wednesday. And I need people to talk about Vikings with. Because I don't... Like, all of the people I know watch Vikings are like, oh, I'm not caught up. It makes me sad. Hooray. Nice, fast, easy. HistoryChannel.com will allow you to binge watch most all of it, if not all of it. And they put up the new episodes within, like, a day of them airing as well. Get in here. Thank you. Lay blood. Yes. What do you pay for Ghost Iron? Great question. So my typical cost, my typical standards are I pay 4 gold for the ore and 8 gold for the bar. I think that that's reasonable. I was not getting much. Like I used to get, some. That's basically about the rate I get it. But I don't know if you, so I don't know if you saw my tweet from maybe a week ago now, but someone posted 183 stacks, 200 stack, of stacks of 200 of ore for 3 gold a pop. So I bought all of it. It literally took me 9 hours just to smelt it, and I have not yet finished transmuting it into Trillium. I'm all stocked up on ghost iron for the rest of the experience. Actually, so then I did the math, and I forget what it is, but like with the amount of alchemists I have, that's only enough to keep my Trillium stuff going for like 54 days or something like that. I have a feeling they're gonna get that pat, and that's okay. I just need to keep an eye out. Yep, there it is. There's something wrong with my microphone? I don't know what goodbye mic means. Can you guys not hear me? Oh. Did it just do that weird little snappy poppy thing? I can't figure out what's causing that. I've tried. I've done multiple headsets. I've done multiple jacks. All right. And thank you for letting me know. Everyone, like, messaging from all sides that we are good to go on the mic. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, if anyone can know what causes that, someone on YouTube said that it's on Twitch's end, and I don't know if I believe that, because if it's on anything other than the mic's end, it would be OBS, because I've recorded stuff in OBS that never went through Twitch, and it still has the issue, so I know it's not Twitch. I have a feeling it's something hardware, because obviously a lot of people use OBS and they don't have it, so I have a feeling it's hardware. I just don't know what the aspect of it is, because like I've said, it's not the jack. Someone said it might be grounding of outlets, but if so, I don't know what to do about it. Because when I was listening to it, I'm like, oh my god, that sounds terrible. I hate it. But it's like, it's kind of one of those things that's like, I hate it, but I don't want to spend money or a whole bunch of effort to fix it. It's like, it is the amount of effort it would take to fix it isn't worth it for me. But then again, I'm not the one who has to listen to it. You guys are. So maybe I should just not be such a dick and fix stuff for you guys. But yeah, my ghost iron, like, it was not common to get it for 4 gold per ore or 8 gold per ore, to the point that I was farming Miss Pandaria rares for the bags to just get free ghost iron, because I needed a lot of ghost iron and I wasn't getting enough at the prices I wanted to pay. But then I have no idea what caused that person to suddenly dump so much ore. Like, I don't know if they were botting, or if and for some reason decided to bot ghost iron ore, or if they were because it was more than anyone would ever have needed to level, you know. So I'm wondering if like someone had a bunch in a guild bank or something, and I'm stuck on the wall. And the prices that I almost fell off. The prices that you list are like a little bit more what I would say is standard for my server. It's just, that's the glory of the shopping list. You can pick stuff up below standard if you run it often enough. Which reminds me, tab over to other monitor. I haven't been using wings this whole one. Oh, sad day. Missed the wings. I only did 1 million DPS that run. That fight. Sad day. All right, got my wavering essences for the day, which was my other chore on Fade's shopping list. And the stream has now been going for exactly 2 hours, which is usually my end time. And I was thinking I might stream longer today, but it is such a gorgeous day out there that I want to go for like a little like day hike or something like that. So I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much everyone for hanging out. I'm really liking these weekend streams because I get fresh blood to talk to, and you guys are all really talkative and wonderful to spend the morning/early afternoon with. So thanks so much. I hope you'll hang out. Follow if you're not already. I see we're up to 8, so 3 more and we get a giveaway. So and actually now that you're just linking those cans, it's all the more reason I have to go because this is my last can. I got to go to the store. But do be following both here and on Twitter, to find out when I stream. I'm definitely doing more weekend streams because these are a lot of fun. I'm about to do my finals and then I'll have like 2 weeks of a whole lot of nothing before I go away for Christmas. So that'll be lots of streaming time as well. So I hope to see you guys then. Have a great day.